Well, the weather's getting warm and everybody wants to know, how can I make my pool or my patio look like a tropical oasis? It's a really common occurring theme that we get here at Smith's, and people want to know how to do it because it's challenging here in North Texas. When people think of a tropical paradise, they think of palm trees, hibiscus, and things like that. And unfortunately, most of these things being tropicals will not take our winters here in North Texas. So I'm going to give you a few tips about how you can make your pool or your patio feel like a tropical oasis that's not going to break your budget. So one of my favorite plants that I like to use is the tropical hibiscus. I mean, it just screams Hawaii. It screams, tropical paradise. Now, the tropical hibiscus can be picked up in a small size for very cheap. You can treat it like an annual, where you just buy a new one every year. That's an inexpensive one. Or you can get a bigger one and bring it in the winter time and overwinter it, and it'll get really big. You can cut it back if it's getting too big, but a lot of people really like to use those. Another plant that's an excellent one are banana plants, and most people don't think about growing bananas here in North Texas because it's just a foreign concept to them. But banana trees, you can treat them like a perennial, where when they freeze in the wintertime and start to die back, you can cut them back, put some mulch on top of them, and then they'll usually come right back out the next year if they're planted in the ground, because that root will survive even a pretty extreme winter. A lot of people will also treat these as annuals because they're fairly inexpensive. You can buy them young and small, and they'll grow very fast. The good thing about banana trees and tropical hibiscus is that they can take full sun, or the banana tree can also take full shade. It's a very versatile plant. It's got the big leaves and gives you that really tropical feel. Behind me, I've got a palm tree, and unfortunately, most types of palm trees will not grow here in North Texas. The one that is most likely to grow would be a windmill palm, but even those, when we get a really extremely cold winter, you would have to have some way of either bringing them in or covering them because they can be damaged by a very cold snap that we are prone to get here. Another really nice tropical look is the elephant ears like these. Elephant ears, they can be treated as a perennial as well. So when you are looking at these, just like the banana trees, if you cut them back once they start to freeze and then mulch them, they'll come back out. But the elephant ear needs to be planted in shade. If you want another really good tropical looking plant to do around your pool or in your flower bed, cannas are an excellent little plant. This one's still really small because it's coming up from the ground from this winter. But if you get one of these, plant them in the ground. There's lots of different colors. They bloom beautifully. They've got the big leaves, almost like a banana tree. Different varieties will get anywhere from 2 feet up to 6 or 7 feet tall, depending on which variety you get. And they come back reliably every single year. Don't take a lot of work. So I would use these tips to make my house into a tropical paradise. And there's many others that I didn't have time to get into, but come see us at Smith's, and we'll give you the best tips about how to turn your backyard into an oasis.